Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. So let's start, and I will show you the best trading occasions on the market right now, right here, right now. But first we need to start with the calendar as always. Tuesday is rather empty. Usually Tuesdays are busy on the market, but today we do not have it here. One data that could bring us volatility. Attractions will start tomorrow, but they will be limited to Euro and to British pound, because tomorrow we do have industrial production, manufacturing production and GDP from UK, and from Eurozone we have non-monetary policy ECB meeting. So that will be Wednesday, and on Thursday we will get ECB monetary policy meeting accounts and CPI from US. And CPI from US will be the most important data actually this week. Without further ado, let's go with the technical analysis of all the instruments on the market, and we start with Euro-Dollar. Euro-Dollar is in a deep downtrend. The price is making lower highs. The price was making lower lows till yesterday. Today's low is not lower than yesterday's, but we still have some time till the end of the day. What we had here was a strong drop correction, the price created a flag, lower line, upper line. Yesterday we broke the lower line of the flag, which brought us a continuation of the sell signal. Today's price, the price movements from today bring us a descending triangle pattern. So we have a horizontal support marked with this blue line and the dynamic resistance marked with this black line. And what we are waiting here for is the breakout of the lower line of this pattern. Price breaking the upper line of this pattern can bring us a buy signal, because come back above this line will mean a false breakout here and will mean a denied descending triangle pattern. Situation, there is a sell signal, but at the same time sellers need to protect that what they got recently, right? So they fought for this breakout, they fought for this formation, and in order to keep the sell signal alive, they need to keep the price below the black line and the orange line too. Next one is S&P 500, and S&P 500 is going higher and higher and higher and higher. On the 3rd of October, the price created a shooting star on a daily chart, and they started a bearish correction here. The bearish correction yesterday met a combination of two important supports. First one is the horizontal support marked here with the blue color, and the second one is dynamic support. It is a long-term uptrend line which connects the higher low since the April 2018. And only the contact with the support is pretty meaningless if you do not have a price action there, if the price action is not showing you that there was a demand there. But here we can see that there was a demand, because yesterday's candle is a hammer. Hammer, so a candle with a small body on the top and a long tail. So this is beautiful. And also you can see that on H4 and H1 as well, we do have a V-shaped reversal, drop and a reversal. And this kind of a pattern is super common for the American indexes. V-shaped reversal, V-shaped reversal, V-shape reversal, V-shape reversal, V-shape reversal, V-shape reversal. American traders, they do that all the time. They love V-shape reversals, V-shape reversals. And once you can see this, it is almost certain that the price will reverse. Especially that we are in a combination of such important supports. So as long as we stay above the lows from August, the sentiment is definitely positive. As long as we stay above those lows, there is a buy signal on S&P 500. Next one is gold, because gold yesterday respected the lower line of the triangle. So this line is losing a bit of meaning here, and what we have now on gold is a symmetric triangle pattern. So there is an upper line as a resistance, there is a lower line as a support. Yesterday we confirmed this line as a support and the price bounced. In theory, what we should get is the further upswing and test of the upper line as a resistance. But the thing is that buyers here are very weak. And in addition to that, American dollar is strong. This is why it is very hard to claim the bullish victory here. And we may actually experience a further drop. Here we can experience a breakout of the lower line of this pattern and a further drop. But the thing is that as long as we stay inside of this symmetric triangle pattern, we shouldn't deny any option. So both ways, both directions are still open, and the price can break the lower line and the upper line. You never know when the price is inside of the triangle. You never can tell if there will be the breakout to the upside or to the downside. Next one is cable. Cable lost a bit of the technical touch here because what we got recently was an inverse head and shoulder pattern breakout of the neckline and come back above the horizontal support, which was very important since, as you can see, middle of September. But it lost a bit of relevance because yesterday it got violated here, and we do not have traders are no longer respecting this line. Maybe we can move this neckline a bit further so it's respected here. Maybe we can connect those lows. But for me it's not convincing, and for me British pound to American dollar is in a no man's land, and I don't see any proper trading signal here. I saw a trading signal here, I traded that, I made money on this. I think I closed my position here, but that's it. WTI. Situation similar to this one on S&P 500 because the price declined, created a hammer on a support and bounced. But the thing is that here the price created this hammer on the horizontal support only. And on S&P 500 we had a combination of the horizontal and a dynamic support. But well, it does not matter because we do have a legitimate buy signal on oil. After this daily candle, today traders are following this signal, this sign, because the price is going higher. So fair enough, and we should not argue with that. There is a buy signal on WTI oil. Now Australian dollar to American dollar, again one of the best sell setups recently, but now we have a correction. There is this ultimate resistance here which got tested 2 days ago, on Friday, Monday a little bit, Tuesday as well. Looks like a kind of a reversal pattern, but I'm not convinced because buyers gave up easily today. I closed my position. My stop loss was here, so I no longer have a position on Australian dollar to American dollar. I do have a position on euro dollar. Yes, I do have a position on euro dollar. That is one left because I had euro dollar, cable, and Australian dollar to American dollar. That one got closed. That one got closed, but euro dollar is still alive. But to be honest with you, if I did not have a position on Australian dollar to American dollar, I would not open it right now, because as for now we don't have a proper sell signals. American dollar to Canadian dollar, no man's land as well. We had a breakout of this lower line of the flag. The price went lower, but came back. We have this flag, which is a correction of the uptrend. This flag is a correction of the downtrend. So those signals cancel each other. The thing is that we are inside of this flag. We came back inside to this flag, so that creates a positive sentiment towards this instrument. But for me, that's more of a sideways trend. I do not see any bullish potential here. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. We had a positive sentiment, but now the price is going lower, and actually it's good because the price is about to test the recent resistance's closest support. That was the support here, November 2017. After the breakout, it became resistance, May, resistance, September, and after the breakout, we may test it as a support. This price action does not look like a bounce, so maybe we'll have another test and we will see what will happen later. The end of the story is that any bullish price action here and a bullish reversal pattern here will be a strong invitation to go long, and I will look forward to it. And actually I can remove this rectangle because I want to check if there is a correction equality pattern here. Almost there. So you can see we can go as deep as here for the correction equality pattern. Those corrections are almost the same. Australian dollar to Japanese yen. That goes out. Why? No trading signal. Dollar index. Dollar index created first a wedge. We broke the upper line of the wedge, tested that as a support. You may be thinking that, okay, so now after wedge we do have a flag. The thing is that we are above the horizontal support, the price is going higher, and we do have a buy signal. End of the story. Australian dollar to Swiss franc. Here I was looking for a short position. But the market verified my outlook and is going higher right now. It wouldn't be nothing wrong with that, if not the fact that the price is pushing higher really hard. And we are below the horizontal support, but the price action is indicating that we may be seeing a willingness for breakout. That's not a bearish price action. Actually, if you would look a bit closely, that's kind of an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, where we already broke the neckline here. Well, we tested this neckline as a support, which opens us a way towards new highs. This kind of setup is really probable. Now gold, silver, I'm sorry. On a silver, what do we have here is also a bounce from the trend line. So we can see that silver and gold, they both tested the midterm uptrend lines. It's not a coincidence. Silver is driven obviously by gold, but from the technical point of view, it's driven by this left shoulder head and a right shoulder pattern. Right shoulder is a bit irregular. But we already broke the neckline. We broke the horizontal support as well, which is pretty important thing. And after the breakout, we test now this resistance, this support as a resistance, and that actually opens us the way for the breakout. And price closing below the blue line will be a signal to go short. Bitcoin still in a flag, still in a major downtrend line. This is a major downtrend line. As long as we are below it, there is a sell signal, and we are in a flag. Flag promotes a further drop because there is a downtrend, flag, downtrend, flag, downtrend. We are below combination of the long-term resistance, downtrend line, and mid-term resistance, horizontal line. I do not see other option than the breakout of the lower line of the flag. I will be really surprised if the price will break the upper line of the flag and the horizontal resistance and the downtrend line. That is less likely to happen, but if it will happen, you need to be aware of the fact that it will trigger a strong buy signal. American dollar to Japanese yen. Strong drop yesterday. Even stronger here. Breakout of the uptrend line. That is, okay, we can put the trend line here. Head and shoulder pattern. That does not look good. And also, what's that? That's a flag. Downtrend correction, downtrend flag. Possibly a further downtrend. And last but not least from the list I have here is New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. Here, that is a pennant. Pennant should result with a trend continuation, so with the breakout of the lower line of this formation, especially that we are in the downtrend. This line lost the relevance, but here on New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc there is a sell signal. It is better than on Australian dollar to Swiss franc. Here we don't have a sell signal, but here we do. Okay, those instruments are from previous week. Now let's hunt for new occasions. New instruments, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Deep downtrend and a correction. Another one. Well, sellers will look for an occasion to sell here, but no signal for me. Australian dollar to Japanese yen was analyzed by us. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar broke to the upside from the sideways trend. We have this resistance. We had this resistance. And we still have this resistance. Or is it broken? Well, need to check the hourly chart. It seems that this resistance is broken. And we do have a proper buy signal on Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, which explains the difference between here, where the price is pushing higher, and here when the price is not pushing higher. Because Australian dollar is much stronger than the New Zealand brother. So yes, this is the situation. All major resistances are broken. We do have a buy signal. I'm gonna keep this chart on. Another one, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Daily chart brings us nothing. Weekly chart tells us something. Nothing correction, nothing correction, nothing correction. So that should result with further drop. We have a resistance here, we have a support here. Still far from the trading signal, but breakout of one of those lines will bring us a trading signal. So keep that in mind. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. horizontal resistance, dynamic support, ascending triangle. Usually this pattern should be present in an uptrend. Here it's present in a downtrend. This bounce is pretty, let's say, remarkable. I was trading this pair here, but they failed to climb lower. There is this ultimate horizontal support. As long as we stay above, we do have a buy signal. But we'll see what will happen here. I'm gonna keep it. Euro to Australian dollar. That is another bounce from the horizontal resistance, but no trading signal for me. Apart from the fact that there is an uptrend and a flag and an uptrend. It looks like that. We should get a further upswing, but it's not strong, so I'm not gonna keep it. Euro to Canadian dollar. Downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. No trading signal. Euro to Swiss franc. Let me just remove the objects. Ooh, that's interesting. Head and shoulder formation. And now the price is testing, let's say, the neckline for the second time, because in theory the neckline should be it. But we may consider this as a false breakout, or use the neckline like that on a weekly chart, because the price is not closing a week below this. It might be an interesting occasion. That's actually not very common, but very popular setup. So the price testing the neckline for the second time. The thing is, there is no pattern that it usually ends with the drop or a breakout. No, we have to wait for the reaction. But I think that it can result with a breakout. But I'm gonna keep this, and we will see. We will find out. Euro to British pound. That's a drop. Head and shoulder pattern, everything looks good from the buyer's point of view. From the seller's point of view, I told you there was this support, and I told you that as long as we are above, there is a buy signal. There is not anymore, and there is a sell signal on Euro to British pound. Last hope is this support, but once the support will be gone, that is the end, and we should see a further drop. This support is really wide, as you can see, and it could be broken. Euro to Japanese yen now. Drop correction should result in a further drop. Yes. But it's not so technical for me. Euro to New Zealand dollar, there's definitely an upswing. You have a quite strong euro combined with weak New Zealand dollar. Upswing, correction, upswing, and this correction went to this horizontal support. In general, we do have a buy signal. Euro to ruble, no, and British pound to Australian dollar. And that may be the false breakout. Watch out for this, because there is this horizontal resistance. Yes, this horizontal resistance. And now the price comes back. There is this resistance. Well, I would say that as long as we are above the lower blue line, there is a positive sentiment still. But this situation is not so technical, so I'm not gonna keep it. Here, no signal. Objects list. I'm sorry, need to remove those lines as well. It's what's happening when you put a chart on the chart where you previously had lines. Horizontal resistance test. Looks promising, but it's not completely it. What we have here is a downtrend flag. There is this correction which came a little bit too far. Next resistance, as you can see, it may result with a further upswing and denial of this breakout. British pound, Japanese yen. Sideways trend for this sell or buy signal we need to see. This is an ascending triangle pattern actually, so we have a dynamic support and a horizontal resistance, and it can be a good occasion for buyers. Breakout to the upside, buy signal. Let me just adjust this line. Okay, breakout to the upside, buy signal, breakout to the downside, sell signal. Next one, British pound, New Zealand dollar. Nope. Ascending triangle and an upswing, but it's over, so it's too late for us. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, no. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, no. New Zealand dollar, American dollar, new long-term lows, so no. Oh, American dollar to Swiss franc is approaching important resistance. What else we can have? Inverse head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. And it's a weekly chart. Look at this. This is a nice pattern. This is a nice pattern. So it's here, but it's still to come, and I don't think that we will continue this upswing without any stop. The price will go here, reverse a little bit, and then we may think about something. It's a daily chart, so no reason to look at this now because nothing is going to happen. So now let me recap the situation for you with all the instruments that we have. Start from the very beginning. Euro dollar, sell, and we're having sell as we speak almost because we are breaking the lower line of the descending triangle pattern. S&P 500, that is still buy. Gold, that is rather sell, but we need to wait for the breakout. Cable, unknown. Oil, buy. Australian dollar, American dollar, sell. American dollar, Canadian dollar, no. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. In the long term, that is still buy. Dollar index, buy. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, that is still sell, but I wouldn't go for it because we have high chances for a bullish breakout. Silver, that is possible sell after the breakout of the lower line here. Bitcoin, sell. American dollar, Japanese yen, unknown. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, breakout. We need to see the breakout from the pennant first. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, that is rather buy. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, still buy. Euro to Swiss franc, can be interesting sell, but both can be buy as well when the price will close above the blue line. Euro to British pound, That is short-term sell, long-term, short-term buy, long-term sell, and British pound to Japanese yen. Breakout of this line will bring us a sell signal. Breakout of that line will bring us a buy signal. So this was the situation of the markets. We have many instruments, no like super strong signals right here, right now, like recently on euro dollar and British pound to American dollar and Australian dollar to American dollar, especially 2 weeks ago. But I think you can be happy with the amount of the setups that you got today. Remember, trading is a risky game, and trading an investment in financial markets involves an element of risk. And in the meantime, visit our Twitter account and our website outproject.news. That's the end of this webinar, and we will have a webinar about the price action soon in half an hour. See you all there. Thanks very much and goodbye.